Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Between Two Spines. I am Dr. Jake Grinacher, and with me as always Dr. Joe Kerber. What do we got this week, Joe?
Came to our attention this last Tuesday or so. This article came out on, what was it?
The Today Show. Today Show.
Talking about 14-year-olds and under should not be in contact sports. A lot of people are kind of concerned about this. Really, they should be, but also it's something that we should bring some light to as well. So.
Yeah, and there was a thing on the Today Show, I think a neurologist was interviewed, I think of what it was, and anything under 14 shouldn't be in contact sports due to brain injuries. And, you know, what really kind of made us sit and talk about is we've had this conversation many times before, and actually we posted the exact link yesterday on our Facebook page on Wednesday about the actual links, so articles, so if you want to go see it. But I think there's a kind of a long and short answer in it. You know, the short answer in it would be like, the idea of it, true. You know what I mean? Contact injuries, contact sports can have a massive impact on brain health. So to the extent of what it was talking about, very, very true.
Yeah.
But the long answer of it becomes, my kids play football and my kids are playing hockey, and it's something that we love, especially in this area. Are we going to prevent our kids from doing things they love to do, the things that are active and keeping them engaged in things, something they love to do?
Living life.
Yeah, living life. And you can't put a bubble around them to prevent anything. So there's some things we can do to help limit and prevent those brain injuries.
And here's the thing to start it off. Don't get us wrong. Even a small amount of injury in the brain is a big thing.
Yes.
There's no difference between small and big.
No such thing as a minor brain injury, for sure.
So anyway, with that said, though, it's the biggest thing when we talk about professional sports. Look at professional sports, they're always getting adjusted, making sure that they're functioning at their optimal level. They get an injury, they're making sure that their nervous system is functioning optimally. Why are we not doing that with our kids? We've got to be doing that from age 0, but especially if they're in contact sports right now, they got to be getting their nervous system checked.
So, and there's a lot of other things that go with it too. I mean, and that's the one thing we focus on here: proper sleep, proper hydration, all of those kind of things are super important. You know, recovery. But when we look at the one thing that you're right does differ between these high-level sports and a lot of the kids that are playing now, is there consistent chiropractic care that they're getting? Because if you're going to do that, and those kids are going to do that, what they need is baseline levels of what's going on, which we can establish here, and we need preventative and maintenance chiropractic care as we're going through, not just when those injuries happen. I mean, it's great when we see these kids post-concussion, how quickly they can heal with chiropractic care through that stuff. That's all great. Don't stop making those phone calls because we can certainly help them out. But going a step beyond that, it's the prevention and maintenance before it gets to that point where it's really going to make the biggest difference.
You nailed it on the head with that one. It's these kids that come in on a regular basis just for tune-ups, and then they get an injury, let's say, and they come back into us. The time in between that we see is just so different. It's crucial. It's very critical.
Their ability to get back up to 100% and how quickly they get back up to 100% is massively important. You know, when we've established care prior to and made sure that their nervous system is fine-tuned and running at 100%. If we can get there prior to any of this stuff, that's the key. So, do we agree with that story? I mean, you bet. I mean, if we can avoid, brain injuries at all costs, like we talked about, minor to major, there's no such thing as minor. That would be ideal, but at the same time, we can't bubble wrap our kids and do these things. They could get a brain injury tripping down the stairs. So, I mean, it's one of those things where, yes, we'd love to prevent it, but at the same time, we got to let our kids be kids. And how do we best keep them in tune and in check?
Well, the most sensitive structure in the human body, and for that part, any animal's body, is the brain and the nervous system. Right. There's a reason why it's encapsulated in bone. Right. It's just that important, even more for you guys to even get checked. So it's pretty important what we do here.
So that's great. Somebody brought it to our attention on Tuesday and wanted to dive in and really do it. So if you guys come across any good articles or any things that are coming out in news and media today, shoot them over our way and we'll cover them and we'll talk about them. So I think it's important not only for us to have all these things that we're talking about continuously, but when there's new stuff coming out and new questions that are coming out that raise eyebrows and ears for parents, that we have those conversations and we're able to help you kind of dive through them and kind of make sense of it all and, okay, what does this really mean? So, but that's all we got this week, guys. Until next week, take care.
Grow up.
I mean, my shirt and you tie. And socks.
You do have the craziest socks all the time.
Thank you. I think there's a compliment.
It was. It was great. You have great socks.
You have the coolest hair I know. Next to Sophie.
True story. I feel like with your brains and my good looks, we're going places. Make sure my gum up.
Did he just diss me?
All right. Okay. All right.
Oh, jeepers. Third time this week.
I feel like that got long.
Yeah, I jibber jabbered.
No, that's probably me.